Today's horoscope, Aries September 12, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Early today, you can be more sensitive to slights. With an awkward angle between Venus and Saturn, it's best not to take poor timing or a bit of emotional distance to heart. Learn to recognize guilt even if it is cleverly disguised. There may be an imminent responsibility that needs your attention. It's better to spell your worries out for yourself since leaving them vague can give them more power. As the day advances, things feel far more straightforward. In fact, you can be driven to put an idea into action or to pursue a line of thought, particularly to family, home, health, and work. Organizing or reorganizing can figure strongly as more information or clarity comes in. You find it easier to get through things quickly and efficiently, perhaps because you're very decided and certain. Celebrate the good news. You can't sit still for too long or else you are overcome by anxiety and frustration. In recent weeks, you likely felt like you were spinning your wheels, going nowhere fast. This was because of the trickster planet, mischievous Mercury, who was sucked into a retrograde cycle. Happily, you'll notice that today moves forward with much more grace as our cosmic messenger passes along in the final degrees of his post-shadow phase. Know that any obstacles or roadblocks in relationships should not challenge you now. Proceed with confidence. No more egregious problems at work. Mercury retrograde's post-shadow period ends today, which should mean that your work life will be radically easier compared to this past month. Hopefully, you learned from the retrograde, so that you do not repeat the same mistakes during the next Mercury retrograde. Meanwhile, you could feel like something is kicking off, since Mercury in Virgo will sextile Mars in Cancer. It might be a project that is near and dear to you, so you may want to keep it under wraps while working on it. Today's energies ignite your spirit. You have the feeling that you can do anything you set your mind to, and this is true. If you could bottle all that energy, wouldn't it be great? In fact, regular exercise does take that energy directly into your bloodstream, which in turn puts it into your strong muscles. Focus your positive energy on your body and you will see the glowing results. Remember to always drink water after you exercise to replenish your body's vital fluids. This agitated period is going to make you feel the negative consequences of having dispersed your energies and been lacking in organization. You will now have to be a little bit more rigorous and coherent in how you manage your professional and personal life. A reorganization is called for. In this inner work, you can expect to encounter some obstacles, slowdowns, and unknowns. This path will be difficult until you see some light at the end of the tunnel, and that's why you have to stop dispersing your energies in sterile conversations and act with precision. Having the moon in an adventurous part of your chart during the middle of the workweek might be challenging, but it will receive support from planets in a playful and creative part of your chart before departing tomorrow. This alignment boosts the playful, creative, and adventurous aspects of life while also making it easier to hold back ahead of the moon's return to your career sector. Although this is just an ordinary monthly visit, it will help clarify major shifts across income, work, and career fronts over the past 10 days. At the same time that Venus has moved into her final 12 days in your relationship sector, the Sun is just 5 days away. With the Sun due to return and put the solar on your relationships just before Venus leaves, there will be enough time for a handover but not for a crossover. This is giving you time to work with Venus to get a sense of what you want from your relationships while waiting for the Sun for the reality checks. Daily Planetary Overview. As we say goodbye to the Mercury retrograde period, there's a sense of fresh energy in the air. Today marks the end of the post-shadow phase, which means it's officially time to move forward with renewed clarity and purpose. However, with Mercury in Virgo sextiling Mars in Cancer, you may face one last catch-22, the challenge of letting go of the past. It's all too easy to get caught up in old memories, reliving frustrations, and wondering what could have been. But remember, holding on to the past only holds you back. Instead of dwelling on what's behind you, now is the perfect moment to shift your focus to something new, something exciting, that will help you move forward and embrace what's coming next. On a brighter note, Your interactions with others will feel effortless today. Whether you're at work or in your personal life, people are receptive to your ideas and thoughts. Have you ever had one of those days where it feels like everyone is on the same page and your conversations just flow? That's the kind of energy you're working with now. It's a great time to share your vision for the future, whether it's with colleagues, friends, or loved ones. You might even find that people who were previously distant are now more open to hearing your perspective. In your personal life, new friendships may blossom, but don't forget about your long-standing relationships. These connections are just as important for your well-being, and nurturing them will only enhance your sense of balance and happiness. Have you ever noticed how spending time with old friends can recharge your spirit in a way that nothing else can? Today is the perfect day to reconnect with those who have been there for you in the past. On the fitness front, it's also a good time to focus on some physical activity. If you've been feeling a bit sluggish or unmotivated, now's the time to shake things up. You're at your best when you're surrounded by others and participating in group activities, whether it's a workout class, a team sport, or just going for a walk with friends. Will not only boost your mood but also strengthen your bonds. After all, we're social creatures, and when we share experiences, they become even more enriching. Speaking of teamwork, you'll find that the positive group dynamics in your work environment continue to stimulate and motivate you. If you're facing a difficult task, don't hesitate to lean on your team for support. With their help, you'll be able to tackle even the toughest challenges with confidence. Use this collaborative energy to take another step forward in your professional life. As for financial matters, it's wise to be cautious today. Postpone any major investments or purchases if you can, as unforeseen events could disrupt your plans. You've worked hard to get where you are, so don't let impulsive decisions jeopardize your progress. It's tempting to act on advice that seems promising, but make sure it aligns with what you believe in. If something feels off, trust your gut. That said, a small purchase won't hurt €1 as long as you keep an eye on your budget. Have you ever splurged on something, only to realize later that you went a little overboard? Today, it's all about balance. If you're considering investing your money to make a profit, this is a good day to seek out advice from someone knowledgeable. With the right guidance, you can make smart decisions that benefit your future. Remember, a little foresight can go a long way. So, what's your focus today? Will you embrace this fresh start and let go of what no longer serves you? Are you ready to channel your confidence into meaningful action, whether it's in your work, relationships, or personal goals? I'd love to hear how you're planning to make the most of this energy. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's support each other as we move forward into this new chapter together. Today is all about progress, connection, and self-discovery. Embrace it fully, and see where it takes you.